Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Exceptional People. A couple nights ago, I joined a book study led by Dr. Brandi Kelly, the author of Lead with Hope. More in the show notes. We opened with the introduction in chapter 1, and the conversation left me thinking about quite a bit. Here's what stood out. First, we were asked to ponder whether systems are currently nurturing or hindering hope, and how one remains committed to the framework. My takeaway is that not every system is broken. Some were just simply built with outdated intentions. Instead of fostering creativity or enthusiasm, they limit it. Instead of supporting staff, they create barriers. That's not a leadership problem, and that's not a people problem. Our people are awesome. It's a design flaw, and it's on us to name that clearly if we want anything to change. My second takeaway is that hope and joy aren't optional. They aren't extra. They aren't mood boosters or fringe benefits. They're mindsets, and choosing them requires deliberate shifts. This isn't about staying positive. It's about building systems, habits, and routines that protect your values. Hope isn't passive. It's a choice. And finally, purpose and habit are connected. During our time with Dr. Kelly, we completed a self-assessment, and my results leaned heavily towards purpose with a strong side of habits. And that lines up really well with how I've been operating lately in both personal and professional spaces. But it's not just your standard run-of-the-mill purpose and habits. The work that Dr. Kelly is leading us through brings us to a place of deeper development in those areas. So, my brain works through ridiculous comparison and metaphor. Nothing I can do about it. In this case, my mind naturally started wandering towards Rocky IV. You see, Rocky had a purpose: beat Ivan Drago, save democracy for the whole world through boxing. To realize that purpose, Rocky built habits, and he used these habits to train with intensity, consistency, and repetition. He sprinted up mountains. He picked up heavy carts full of Russian root vegetables. He did 1 billion push-ups and crunches inside of a barn with no insulation. Rocky built habits that supported his purpose at that time. But our purpose in education is much greater than Rocky's was in Siberia. I don't want my purpose to help me defeat Ivan Drago one time in what happens to be the most fantastic 80s music video of all time. I want my purpose to lead with me in any situation that my career gives me going forward. So in this space, in this book study, we develop that kind of purpose first to our own values. And we do that in education as well, reflecting on our own values. When I reflect on my life in and out of work, where do I feel the most fulfilled? What traits and characteristics do I show up with consistently? And how do I reinforce those through small, consistent actions? It brings me back to the 2-degree shifts that Suzanne Daly and I talked about on this podcast. Small, intentional changes. Not dramatic reinventions, but quiet, steady pivots that over time change your direction entirely. We don't have to do 1 billion push-ups in a frozen barn to beat Drago one time like Rocky did. I don't want that. I need to be intentional about my purpose so I can beat any Drago that might pop up over the course of my career. So that's what I'm after. That's what I'm chasing. Purpose and habits working together through those intentional 2-degree shifts. This was a really strong start to the study led by Dr. Kelly. I'll share more information in the show notes and link to the book and study details in the bio, of course. If you're looking for something to challenge your thinking, help you recenter, or just something to do this summer to keep your academic pace going, this is a really great place to start. Thank you for hanging out with exceptional people. Love yourselves, love the ones who love you, and love the ones who don't.